Hi there from Sweden and welcome to whatever this is. I am going to put my music playlist on shuffle and have my freaks, my spirit guides, react to music with tarot cards and oracle cards and see if we get a message to the musician. And the energy for the reading today is the dolphin energy, which is a card for healing. So let's see what the meaning is of that in the context. Let's just jump straight into it.
One day we ride, enough to find little hope left alive. Just one day, baby, just one day at the time. Say you're blind if you can't see the light. Push me down, push me out, pushed around on my life. All my life, been afraid of the dark.
So we get KALEO from Iceland with Run No More. And I believe that this message is for the person in KALEO who writes the lyrics and specifically who wrote the lyrics to this song, which is a song about hope. And remember, we had the card for healing as an overarching card of this session. And we also have the star card here, which is a card for healing and for hope. We have the Hierophant, which is a card for spiritual teachings. I paused because I saw some nudity. I censor the card so I don't have to bother with YouTube's rules. YouTube don't like bums and nudeness. But here we have Two of Staves, which is the beginning of a new journey, and I see the journey unfolding here with the Three of Staves, which is the journey being well underway, arriving at the new destination perhaps, the hope and some teachings. Let's get some more cards to clarify this message.
When I turn to you, Lord, turn me down every time. Say you're blind and you can't see the light. Well, stay close, brother, next to me. Share your color, they can see. Got your honor, and dare to dream. One day, baby, baby, we don't have to run no more. One day, baby, don't have to run no more. One day, baby, we don't have to run no more. We don't have to run no more.
Let's see if we can have a message take form here. I see the journey towards enlightenment, the journey that most of us are on during lifetime upon lifetime upon lifetime. So we have in the Five of Cups a card of betrayals and misery I see the human condition, how we as humans are, what did it say, Buddha? That life is suffering, existence is suffering. So I see the suffering of existence as the beginning to this story, and then enters a quest for truth. A prince of swords is embarking upon a quest towards, let's say, enlightenment. Then we have judgment, which is this. This is the card for enlightenment in Tarot. This is where the soul gets judged, whether it's ready or not for the enlightenment. And then we have the choice, which path to go, and the choice that leads to leaving everything behind in Six of Swords, leaving pain behind and entering Buddhahood, entering the enlightened state. And then above all of this, we have someone teaching this story about this journey towards enlightenment. So how do we bring this down to earth and make it less cuckoo talk? Somebody got hurt. Somebody saw the truth on how this hurt actually was created by themselves, that something happened to them externally, but the hurt within them were self-created. They realized this in their own inner judgment, and they choose to go upon a journey towards peace, inner peace. And now they are telling this journey to others in, let's say, song, because we are talking about the person who wrote the lyrics to this song. I don't know if the lyrics in this song exactly tells this story, but I think that this person through their creativity will either has or will tell their story about how to conquer inner suffering and find peace. But let's see if I can find some cards that are touching upon this subject more in a more concrete way, in a more earthly way, so to speak. Not so high up in the clouds. The lyrics: when I rise from the dark, your eyes, they won't judge me no more. And if you turn to me, Lord, I will not turn you down. The lyrics are about judgment. The lyrics are about awakening. So there's that.
Well, child, we've been running all our lives. All our lives. Stand close, brother, next to me. Share your color, make them see. Got your honor, dare to dream. One day, baby, we don't have to run no more. One day, baby, don't have to run no more. One day, baby, we don't have to run no more. One day, baby.
One day we don't have to run no more. One day we are in this enlightened state that they are spiritually teaching now through the lyrics here with the hope. So I got a whole bunch of cards here. Let's see what they are about. And they are upside down, all of them. Eight of Pentacles speaks about hard and diligent work that it takes to go from this state of inner suffering and go find the truth and go towards judgment. Five of Wands also speaks about conflict, working through the inner conflict in this case. Knight of Wands, follow your passions to find your enlightened state, follow your joy. Six of Cups, treat your inner child with kindness. The Hanged Man is watch the world from a new perspective to find stability in the King of Pentacles and to find the Sun, which is the true life force, the feeling alive, feeling like summer, feeling free. So these cards are just relaying the same narrative as I saw in the first set of cards, and it's the same narrative as I can hear in the song. There's a hope building in this song. So the lyrics starts about the lyrics starts out heavy about suffering, and let me just check quickly. One day will rise, enough to find little hope left alive. Just one day at a time. So it's about slowly going forwards, even though it's heavy. And the music builds up towards this freedom, towards this hope in the star, towards this enlightened state, this transcendent state, this harmonious state, this blissful state.
We don't have to run no more all day, baby. We don't have to run no more. Don't have to run no more. Is it down to you and me? Is it only us that see? Someone here's got to change this world. Start to feel that we never will. Oh, is it only you and I? Is everyone else gone by? Someone here's got to change this world. If you never dream, then you never will. Oh, one day. Yes, one day.
So now we have confirmed the message in the song, and I guess the confirmation is that the person who wrote these lyrics, they want to heal us through their words, but of course they also want to heal themselves, because I don't think they are there yet. I'm not even sure if they know the path. So I'm asking for advice for this person who wrote the lyrics. And the first advice is, well, it was keeping it in check, but now I'm holding this card. So the second advice, read first, is facing your fears. Look for ways to strengthen your connection to the universe and others. Stay peaceful and calm in a knowing of who you are. And this is exactly what the path to enlightenment is, a path of going through fears, because life is suffering, and in order to move forward in life, we need to learn how to face our fears and move through things that are uncomfortable. This is one of the first advice I would give to someone who seeks enlightenment and inner peace and inner happiness, that face your fears, but in order to face your fears, you have to know what they are, and that is super hard. Often you don't know. Often you don't have no idea what your fears are, and if someone asks you, you will have a good guess that sounds true, but if you have a psychologist poke at that thing you say, you will realize that it's not true, and you will come up with another idea, and the psychologist will poke at that, and then when you poke hole at your second idea and you go dig a third time, you might find the truth of what you are truly afraid of, because that fear of what you truly are afraid of is so deeply buried that you can't see it yourself because you're so afraid of it. So you've hidden your fear from yourself. And it's usually a fear about being left abandoned. That's because we've been children, all of us, and it's a common thing for a child to feel abandoned. And that seeds fears within us all our lives. But there are other fears, and they can be very, very, very tricky to find. I think most of us need help to actually figure out what our fears are. Then we have keeping it in check. Pay attention to what's going on around you. You might be moving into something too quickly or missing some important details. And I say it's the same thing here, missing some important details. That when it's the same thing that I said, that when you look into your fears, don't do it too quickly, don't do it on a surface level, don't grab the first answer you get. And I don't think you can even, I'm not sure you can do this on your own. I've tried, I sure tried, and I've never found the answer on my own. I've thought I've done it a lot of times, but every time I came to my psychologist and she said, "Oh, that's good answer, but have you thought about this?" And she poked at me, and no, we found the deeper truth. So don't jump to conclusions when you do this soul searching. And more advice is follow your intuition. Your intuition is the Autobahn to Brahman. Your intuition is your link to God, Allah, whatever you want to call it. Maybe you're not religious, but then your intuition is something that leads you through your life. If you're not religious, think of your intuition as your feelings being your compass that has important information for you. You can ask anyone that has studied these things, that psychology, neuropsychology, etc., that they know that our feelings are crucial mechanisms in our bodies that we need to navigate life. They give us important information, like if we get angry, that's information that we are nearing a boundary that we have, and if we get sad, we get other information, etc. If we feel joyful, I think that's information from our higher selves that we are on our true soul path. So that's a more religious interpretation. So I think following our intuition is following our compass from our higher selves. More advice is, yes, follow your creativity. What are you doing, freaks? You're just handing me my usual bullet points straight off. This is my mantra, my Bible. This is what I talk about with everyone every time. Follow your intuition, follow your creativity, because your creativity is your path through life. That is what your soul is drip feeding you. So your soul drip feeds you, not drip feeds, that's a weird way to put it, but when you feel enthusiastic about something creatively, it is your soul that is telling you this is the path you are supposed to walk. So walk that path. That is the path towards enlightenment. And then we have a soulmate. That's nice. For advice for you, the person in KALEO who wrote these lyrics. Well, If you have a soulmate, congratulations. If you don't, keep your eyes peeled, because there might be one coming in. But if they do, it's good if you have taken a long hard look at your fears before that happens.
One day, Lord, one day, one day, we will rise again. One day, we will rise again. Lord, one day,
I'm starting to feel that you actually are on the path towards awakening. And in case you are, and in case you believe in these things, or either way, the Knights of the Round Table here talks about your spirit guides. And if you don't know what spirit guides, or as I like to call them, freaks, what they are, please check that out. Because you have presences, consciousness around you at all times that are there to help you on your life's journey, but they can't help you unless you ask for their help. If you just think, I need help with this, there are beings in your presence that are there to help you with things. Like, this is a super silly example, but I hear my freaks. That's why I'm here. I hear my spirit guides, they give me information. And since I started to hear them, I no longer put timers on my food, but instead I ask my spirit guides, can you please tell me when my pasta is ready? And now they do. So every time my pasta is ready, I hear a click outside my window, and I get then I understand that, oh, it's time to check the pasta, or the pasta starts to boil over the exact second that it's ready, and I hear it and I go, oh, it's time to check my pasta. So I always get signals now that my pasta is ready, but I never have to set up a timer. And that's such a super, super silly thing to ask of your guides, but I do, and they help me with it. They help us with everything. You can ask them, where is my soulmate? Help me find my soulmate, and they will help you. They will help you within divine timing, so it's not always immediate, but they will help you. You can ask them, what is my next creative project? What am I supposed to do as my next song or my next painting or whatever? And they will help you. They will give you the inspiration. So connect with your spirit team, connect with your guides. They will lead you forwards. And the call here, honor the whisper of your soul. That goes back to what I was talking with about intuition and creativity. Follow your joy. Your joy is the call of your soul. You are here with a purpose. We are all here with a purpose. We all decided before we were born that we wanted to be born and we wanted to accomplish something. And what the thing is, only your soul knows. Well, and your spirit team. Spiritually, there are lots of consciousness that knows why you are here, but while you are here as humans, you are the only human that can have a clue of as to why you are here. And To know why you are here, just follow the whisper of your soul, which is your enthusiasm. So follow your enthusiasm and follow your creativity and your intuition. Follow your gut feeling and you will end up at the right place. And the way forward is open for you. You're not trapped. Possibilities and opportunities abound. I will guide you to personal and spiritual freedom. And I in this deck refers to a spirit guide. So this is a deck from spirit guides. So you have beings around you that are dear. Please, I can't speak. Dear, you have beings around you that are there to help you. You just have to ask for their help and they will do it. And then you will have to notice that the help arrives and you will have to act upon it. The help maybe the help isn't always super clear, but you will need to use your intuition to see that this was help arriving. So for instance, if you ask for help with a medical problem, maybe someone in your family randomly starts speaking about how your cousin had a similar I can't find my words today. Maybe they will talk about how your cousin had a similar problem, and that is your spirit guides giving you the information. That way, they can also give you the information through randomly feeding it to you in your YouTube algorithm. So you need to be alert and realize that things that happens around you might be messages from your team. KALEO is right. One day we don't have to run no more. Either we wake up when this life ends, or we wake up within this life and we find enlightenment, we find spiritual awakening, and we find the connection to our spirit guides, and we learn how to communicate with them, and we receive their help. And when you do, let me tell you, life gets so much easier. Just even in the minor things, like not having to set a timer for pasta. It's such a minor thing, but I get help like that with everything. Everything in my life, my freaks aid me with. And that can be your life too. Your life too can be aided by your spirit guides if you just let them help you. Then you don't have to run no more, and that's a message for everyone. Listen to your team. Thank you for joining me here today in this reading. It was felt like a rush for me to go through all of these cards. It's so many cards, but it was the message just flew out. It was pop, 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 pop. And we ended up with a call from the spirits to call upon them. So please do that. Okay? Everyone, I see you in the next one. All right? Bye-bye.